Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you are new around these parts, a very special hello and welcome to you. Please stick around if you enjoy the content. Here at Senior Cat Wellness, I've spoken quite a bit about feline behavior and if cats are truly capable of understanding right from wrong. In short, the answer is no. Cats have no concept of human ethics. At their core, they behave in a self-serving manner. They do what they do. The notion that something is right or wrong, in the sense that we know and understand, just isn't there for felines. And if you'll kindly flatter me for just a few moments, I'd like to explain this position before I tackle today's topic question. This foundation will be needed in order to fully understand whether cats remember what they've done wrong and what it really means to them. And as I've stated before, cats can certainly be taught, there's no question about that. They can do right by our standards, but that still doesn't mean that a cat, your cat, any cat, is acting that way because they've realized the error of their ways. They just know that doing that other thing, whatever it is, whatever it was, just wasn't fruitful and came with a negative result, negative consequences. Likely some type of scolding or satisfaction potentially of the food variety denied. Cats will take the best road for them. I mean, it makes sense, right? As pet owners, it's our job to make sure the road taken is the path that works for our environment, specifically the home environment. Cats don't have to understand right from wrong and really what it all means. They just need to do right in accordance with what we want. And now that I've kicked those tires a bit and rehashed the understanding angle of things, what about memory? Do cats remember negative experiences enough to where it can shape future behavior? The answer is yes. Here again, cats don't remember doing wrong, they just remember the time when whatever they did wasn't met with the results that they wanted. For humans, let's take children as an example. Not only is it important to stop a child from acting out and engaging in negative behaviors, but it's vital, very vital, to teach. Make the child truly understand why whatever they've done is wrong. This is where ethics and morality enter the fold. The reason that I don't steal isn't solely because I'm afraid of getting arrested. I don't steal because it's wrong from an ethical standpoint to take what isn't mine or to take what isn't yours. You are hurting someone else by committing theft. In the feline world, things are much more simplistic. Using the same example, a cat wouldn't steal because they would recall the negativity of being arrested the last time they stole. The last part, the whole business about how it's not right to take things, yeah, a cat wouldn't understand that part of things at all. So, with regards to cats recalling if they've done something wrong, yes, they recall the negative aftermath. And if teaching and training is successful, this is at the very core of why cats can change their ways. Felines learn to stop doing certain things based on the results. What's in it for me? Well, if it's something negative, yeah, that'll be about all of that. In terms of actual recall, cats don't have vivid memories the way that we do. They don't have in-depth memories. But what they do have are past triggers, both good and bad, and prior associations. They can't paint the full picture of the last time something happened, but they can remember if they did or did not like it. Have you ever seen those videos that I'm sure you have where a pet owner pulls up in front of a vet and the animal freaks out upon realizing where they are? That animal doesn't remember all of what went down the last time they went to the vet, but association tells them this is not a nice place, not a fun place to be. Another example of the negative, at least for many cats, is a cat carrier. Does your cat hate the carrier? Just the visual of the carrier. Does it strike fear in your pet? This is another negative association. And if you were to extend these branches out a bit, cats have negative recall, but they also have positive recall. And this is key. This is why cats continue to do those good things, the things that you want them to do, the things we all want them to do, especially in our home. There are benefits at the end of that tunnel, be it treats, a petting session, or simply a lack of scolding. I'd also like to mention that at the very heart of this recall is why you should never become physically or verbally abrasive with your cat. The very last thing that you want is for your pet to develop a negative association of you. The goal here is trust, and all of that can be shattered if your cat views you as a threat. If your cat looks at you with the same fear and disdain they do their own cat carrier, you've got a huge problem on your hands. Make sure that your actions are always loving and that your pet associates you with a form of comfort and security, love and peace. And I realize that I've been quite disjointed with this topic, but there are many layers involved, and so much of what a cat knows and understands, well, everything, it just sort of blends all together. That's why I felt it was very important to address all of the major aspects at play when discussing right from wrong, memory recall, and how cats are able to understand the aftermath. Not the whole right or wrong concept, but the aftermath of a given action. But in summary, and I do want to leave on a solid point, cats are not capable of recalling the times when they've done something wrong. Well, what they are capable of is recalling the aftermath of those negative reactions, presumably by you, right? And this is where absolutely you come in. For example, if a cat is chewing up your sofa day after day after day uninterrupted, the cat won't stop. I mean, why? Because in the feline brain, this isn't wrong. This is why someone, you, will have to step in and reshape this behavior. A negative association will have to be put in motion, followed by a positive redirection to something else, and then a positive affirmation that this new engagement is indeed fruitful. Cats get no rewards for eating that sofa up, right? Well, cats get treats and petting for using a scratching post instead. A few days of this, and that cat will never bother to tear up that sofa again. Why? Well, that juice, it just won't be worth the squeeze, if you get me. Recall and association, that's what it's all about. That's how cats remember. And it's also how cats learn and how behaviors can be altered, reshaped, and taught. Whew, I need a breather. I feel like I've spun myself into the ground with this one. Some topics are just like that, but I hope I've made sense. For as simple as this topic truly is, and it is rather simple, it's also rather complex, especially when you're trying to draw that line in the sand between human ethics and how the feline brain truly operates. My final piece of advice would be, when teaching your cat, shaping them to do what you want within a home environment, you need to think like a cat. Don't think like a person, just think like a cat. Because it's not about making them understand right from wrong. It's about getting them to do what you want in the most literal sense. And to me, that's the key, the golden ticket. Making those obvious negative behaviors have clear negative associations, while making the obvious positive behaviors have clear positive associations. So, with all of that said, and that was a lot, to the viewers of Senior Cat Wellness, both friends and guests, what are your personal thoughts? Are your cats well behaved? Have you shaped and molded them in the right direction, the positive direction? Or do you have a bit of a problem child on your hands? Please let me know in the comments section. As always, it's all yours. And as always, I do thank you so very much for taking some time out of your very busy day to join me right here at Senior Cat Wellness. Did you like what you heard today, rambling and all? just a touch of rambling. If you did, please feel free to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, you know how it goes. We will talk to you later.